到，不要，捉住佢，捉住佢，我俾佢打，捉住佢。
What's up guys, Bloodburger here, and in this video we're going to take a look at the new open world action adventure title Sleeping Dogs. Developed by United Front Games, Sleeping Dogs was originally set to be the third true crime game, but was cancelled by Activision due to high development costs and delays. Fortunately for us, Square Enix decided to take over and publish the game themselves, and what we get is a super solid crime simulator that's sure to entertain you for as long as you play it. Without spoiling anything, I can tell you that you assume the role of Wei Shen, a Chinese cop who is sent undercover to infiltrate the Triad. Along the way you encounter a variety of interesting characters that help flesh out the story, and through immersive dialogue move the title forward. The gameplay in Sleeping Dogs is very solid. You're placed into an iteration of modern day Hong Kong that is very much alive. And much like the titles within the genre that precede it, you're given the choice to proceed along the main storyline or venture out and explore what the world has to offer. The player is allowed to sprint without any limit and encouraged to run through obstacles rather than around them thanks to the free running system United Front has put into place. Wei is able to hijack cars, motorcycles, and boats, allowing him to traverse the terrain quickly. The vehicle controls are slippery, but not unmanageable as you are able to drift around corners without too much difficulty. On foot, the collision detection can be compared to an Assassin's Creed title. Wei can bump the AI around and move them out of his way if need be. This however is not as smooth as the aforementioned title, and the AI can be a little bit wonky at times. This doesn't detract from the overall experience however. The combat is where Sleeping Dogs shines. You're given a free combat system, meaning Wei is able to switch his target in mid-animation simply by moving in the desired opponent's direction. Furthermore, Wei is given light attacks, heavy attacks, running attacks, grapples, throws, counter moves, and environmental attacks to dispose of his foes. There are main story paths to follow for both the Triad and the police. Completing these missions will grant Wei experience that he can use to level up either his cop or thug abilities. The player is given a skill tree type leveling system that will grant Wei offensive power and new defensive abilities based on which direction they decide to go. In addition to these story missions, the player is given the choice to roam the open city and indulge in side missions such as Favor.
Ah! Let's go! Let's go! What the hell? That asshole was sleeping with my girlfriend!
The player is also given temporary buffs in the form of massages and drinks purchased from street vendors.
Hey baby, looking to blow off a little steam?
How can I say no?
Wow, I think this is going to be fun for both of us.
There are unlockable items typically guarded by street gangs that increase health permanently and give the player extra money to use in the different clothing stores placed around the city. Sleeping Dogs does what it does very well, but the lack of any sort of multiplayer mode might put off all but the most serious about the genre. Tons of missions, open world exploring, and an amazing combat system would have earned Sleeping Dogs a 4.5 in the gameplay department, but the lack of any sort of multiplayer bumps it down to a 3.5. The visuals in Sleeping Dogs are quite nice and can actually be stunning at times. The open world transitions from day to night seamlessly, rain effects are nice, and the environments are alive. The main character models are very well detailed with the exception of maybe their hands. Vehicle models sparkle and shine. The character animations are amazing, especially during fights and cutscenes. Sleeping Dogs visuals get a solid 4 out of 5. Dialogue is really what keeps Sleeping Dogs fresh.
Yeah? What'd you see? I tell you what I didn't see. Nothing to be impressed about. I'm watching you, new guy. You fuck up.
What? We're gonna throw down? What kind of grade school shit is this, huh? I work my ass off all day, so fuck off and grow up.
The music in the game is quite catchy, and I caught myself bobbing my head on more than one occasion. The sound effects in Sleeping Dogs are also top-notch. From the thuds of kicks and punches to the hustle and bustle of the Chinese market district, the title manages to keep the player immersed. 4 out of 5.
I'm gonna beat you and you're gonna take it.
In closing, Sleeping Dogs is a great experience for those that are die-hard fans of the open-world action-adventure genre. If you enjoyed Grand Theft Auto or Saints Row, I think that you will find this very much to your liking. There isn't a multiplayer mode, however, so after you finish the main storylines and all of the side missions, there won't be much for you to do. That being said, the non-purists might want to try Sleeping Dogs out on a GameFly rental. Sleeping Dogs gets a 3.5 out of 5.